Welcome to Tiny Rails, the game with trains, or the game with a train, to be precise. This should be an episode number in the low 40s. Where I left it last time, I had just opened up Russia East and was on my way to Vladivostok. And that's what my train currently looks like as it goes past. That's a lot of cars. And that's the end of my train. So, when I hit continue, hopefully I'll be coming into Vladivostok. Well, I'm almost at Vladivostok. 20 odd miles to go. I'm in Russia East and this is the current checklist. I've done 0 out of the 5 tasks, which is serve passengers, travel a certain distance, buy or upgrade stations, collect gold, and meet the market demands of one station. Ah, good, it's Nika. Gamayan, this is Velez. Russia and Railco are working together to make space trains. Spy. Roger, we expected robots, but Wolf has sent us the same information. We're being pursued and are going to lay low. I've left a package behind at this station's locker with evidence. Roger. Unbelievable. Space trains. It's crazy. I can't believe my father would take his obsession so far. He's always been into that sci-fi TV show, Trek Wars. Wow, space trains? Those are interesting. Do you think I should write about it on my blog? I think we should keep everything low profile for now. I'll need the evidence to take my father down. He has no clue we know about this. I can smell the takeover now. Yeah, you're right. Hostile takeovers and all that business. I'm going to get some rest. Wake me up when you have some new plans for adventure. I'll see what my contact thinks we should do next. Okay. So that completed that quest. I came into Vladivostok. Oh, I need to switch the map to Russia so I can collect my 15,700 gold. Okay, my next job is to complete the Russia East checklist. Okay, that set of quests didn't last too long, did they? Okay, so that's going to make life a challenge. Because as you've seen, I haven't got very far on the Russia East checklist. And this place wants salmon. Okay, I want something normal. I'll take the chunks of amber as they're on sale. And where do I want to go next? I'm at Vladivostok. Let me zoom out a bit. What's that place? Yeah, I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce the name of that place. It wants chickens. I'm looking for... I might have some hockey sticks on board. Expensive? Not that expensive to buy it either. Okay, let me come out. That's Russia East. I haven't been to most of Russia East. Alright, we'll aim for that place by whatever method it was to send me there. Never hurts to explore. Train could probably do with a bit of a clean. Just got to that plane in time, so I can get that free bit of cargo. I'll complete another job. Alright, I'll take that job. It's there. I'm really not that bothered about which jobs I take anymore. My speed is 232 miles an hour. If I boost it to 290 miles an hour. I've currently got 41,000 gold. So my passenger cars which are lit up, cargo cars which aren't, and the caboose at the back which has 25,000 in it. And that's got me completed one task on the Russia East checklist, which is get the gold from the cars. Still got a long distance to travel and a lot of passengers to serve, and I'm not carrying very many passengers at the moment. I've only got 15. I had fun. This train is pretty metal, apparently. Well, what can I say, really? Almost 500 miles to go to the next station. It's dark. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Blues Brothers quote again. It's 500 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. If you've never seen the Blues Brothers movie, there are some really funny parts to it. There's some quite boring parts to it as well, but there's some really funny parts to it. But daylight should be arriving in about 3 hours, so let's have a speed boost to get me to Komsomolsk on Amur. I can't pronounce names in Eastern Europe unless I've heard them and it's stuck in my mind, like Vladivostok. I have little to no chance of figuring out how to pronounce names of things in Eastern Europe I've never seen before. Yes, there are gaps in my education. Eastern Europe was not one of the big things we were heavily educated on when I was at school, and it wasn't a subject that particularly interested me, apart from certain parts or events in Eastern Europe. But the names of a lot of Russian towns or cities were not a great deal of interest to me, and still haven't become so, to be honest. One last boost. Okay, what's the market got? Oh, the market's selling uranium. As I said, I thought I had some hockey sticks, so let me sell the hockey sticks that I have. As it matches their cargo demand. And yeah, Blago, Vesh, yeah. I'm going to Blago next. Apparently. It's equally a long way away. But hopefully by the time I get there it will actually be daylight. Because my train is much nicer to look at in light than it is in the dark. Curious how... Well, the ball pit's open from midday till 7 PM. The Bali beach is open from midnight to 8 AM, which means it's currently open. Sorry, 8 PM to 8 AM. Taco is open from 9 until... Okay, more free stuff. Taco is open from 9 in the morning till 9 at night. The Behemoth car is open from 9 in the morning till 11 at night. And the Happy Cube car is open from 9 at night till 3 in the morning. That's only open for 6 hours. By the looks of the state of the cars, they all need cleaning and maintaining. As the sun starts to rise and there's a bit of colour. Curious if any of my passenger cars or any of my other cars... No one's... Okay, it's not particularly close to levelling up to level 3, but it's less than a couple of thousand experience points away from levelling up. The double-decker car, that one's 3,000 away. That one's a couple of thousand, just over a couple of thousand. That one's 5,000 away. That one's only a couple of thousand away, but it's only a level 1 car and it's only just been added to the train. And this one's a couple of thousand away. It's a level 2 car, but it's recently been added to the train as well. The Bullet cargo car, was going to level up soon, means it's replaceable, because it will reach its level 3, which is maximum level. And the Candy cargo car is more than 5,000 away. These 4 are all level 3 cars, and there's a couple of thousand in the caboose. Okay. As I say, it's a lot prettier to look at my train when it's light outside. Have a boost. So I can get to Blago a bit faster. Having a boost. Just curious, what's... Okay, it wants paper. I definitely am not carrying any paper currently. The next place wants, that looks like grapes. I'm not carrying any of those either. The place after that wants wood. Something else I'm not carrying. I go this way. Oh, okay, I found a place that wants coal. I'm carrying a load of coal, so I'm going to aim for that place next. At least I'm pretty sure I'm still carrying coal. Yep, 27 lots of it. That gives me something to aim for. That will free up a load of space on my train. So another boost, let's get to Blago. Check. Can't upgrade my speed any. I can upgrade my volt, or my max cargo, or my max passengers. So I need to earn a lot of money. Well, we'll take some more chunks of amber as it's going cheap. Leave. To Neri Hungry. Just call it Neri, I think. Did a couple of jobs that didn't show up on the alerts. Which means I get to select another couple of jobs. Jobs that pay me cash. Because, as I say, I'm going to need a lot of money at some point in the not too distant future to increase my speed. And I think I mentioned in the last episode I'd like to buy a depot or two, and they cost the best part of 700,000. So that's going to take rather a large chunk of money. I think I started the last episode with something like 1.25 million, and once I went to a load of upgrades, that disappeared very fast. And of course, I've still got to buy more stations in Russia East to meet one of the wonderful checklist requirements, which, yes, I still got 37 stations to buy or upgrade. And of course, I've got to meet the cargo demands of at least one station. It's time for another boost. There's not that much going on the screen. Distances between stations is sizable, to be polite. Here we go. Come to Neri Hungry. Completed a job. Means I can go out and find another one. Preferably a paying job. That's a paying job. See what the market would like. Oh, it wants grapes. Apparently I'm picking up chunks of amber on the cheap. And uranium. I don't know what use I'm going to find for it, but it's cheap, so I buy it. And we're off to Yakutsk. At least that's how I will learn to pronounce that one. I've actually heard of Yakutsk because it used to be an area in the game of Risk, the board game. So that was how I was taught to pronounce that one. I don't know if it's correct or not, but Yakutsk was how I was taught to pronounce it. Like I say, I've actually heard of it, which is kind of surprising. Ah, good. A carriage that wants to upgrade. Struth! It wants almost 11,000 to upgrade this carriage. For a pretty useless cargo carriage. I'll do it because, well, I like upgrading stuff. It only carries 12 cargo, but it did just have a blue line on the carriage. Now it's got a little red line above the blue line. But with that said, now it's time to dispose of that one and find a non-level 3 cargo car. You're a food car. You're not level 3. You've got a long way to go. Oh no, I'll have to throw some of my cargo if I use that car. Because it only has 9 slots. Whereas that one has many more. Okay, I will find another car. Definitely one with some space on it. Oh. Will you work out? Actually, let me... 7 slots, 10. Is that enough? Nope. I've got another level 1 passenger car I haven't used. That's a WAP 4. Okay. It's not a cargo car. That's a yellow fit. I've never used that one. I thought, is that? That's a cargo car. It is definitely a cargo car. Okay. Alright, well I'm going to wait till I get through to the next station, or a place where I can actually get rid of a load of stuff so I can replace that. A bit snowy in this part of the world. Distance to go. Even at 290 miles an hour. How many more stations after this? Oh, it's 2 more stations after this, and that's a long one before Magadan to Kamachka Cree. Cree. Wood, I don't have any wood. Buy the lacquer box because it's cheap. I'm going to clear out a load of my stuff that I don't seem to particularly find a use for yet. Okay, I've got chlorine as well. Didn't even know I had that. Right. Where's that car? I just upgraded that one. An Old West cargo car. Alrighty, well that replaced one cargo car with a different one which we can now level up in its own time. I do like the levelling up ability in this game. It gives you something to aim for as you just... And this one's what, 1,500 miles before the next station? So it's nice to have something to aim for with all these cars. I believe in the mobile version of this game you had to get duplicate cars, then you put one on top of the other to make it to the next level, which would be a nice way of getting rid of duplicate cars because I've got quite a few of those, but I kind of prefer the waiting for them to level up by them actually having to get experience along the way. I got in the caboose. That's a little money. So a long way to go before I get to the next station, so time to see. Never. Oh, I've completed the job. Oh, and there's that blockage in the road on the train track. Oh, I got a Tetris thing. Right, now I'll go collect from the jobs that completed, or jobs. That gives me a bit more money. Accept that job. That one. And that one. Yes, my choices of jobs at this point is pretty arbitrary, but they're kind of the ones I'm used to doing. Right, so what I was going to do, before I was so rudely interrupted by that obstruction on the track, was see if I could get another car, which was different. And no, that's the Barley Beach. I think there's one of those already currently on my train. And a non-rare car, probably. A black and red cargo car. Well, that's at least new. One new car, one old car. Yes, I have got the Barley Beach already on my train. So, that's 2 more cars added to my huge inventory. If I go look at the trainery, I found 55 out of possible 163 cars. Although I'm not entirely sure, let me go this way, there are cars down here which I haven't found. Which, car bundle. Now, as I understand it, on the mobile version of this game, you actually had to buy these. You buy bundles of cars and it may or may not be in the bundle. Where I assume that took real money, because that's how they do stuff on mobile versions of games. I found 16 out of 56 engines, and same with cabooses. I'm not sure how you get the car bundles on the PC version of this game. And this is the PC version of this game. Some speed boost. Otherwise it's going to be a long trip to Magadan. Although on the plus side, this long trip to Magadan is going to be doing wonders for my travel distance inside Russia East. As I'm getting close to halfway through the distance I need to travel. Night falls once again. I do like the effect on the front of the train when you boost it. Do that again. It's a wonderful cone wind effect. As I frequently do, go along and just check the progress of the trains, and it looks like it needs another clean and a bit of maintenance. That one's 1250 away approximately. There's your max levelled. I'm almost at Magadan. So a few more speed boosts and I'll be there shortly. Then on to the place that wants to buy all my coal. Once I get to that place, I will end the episode. I won't set a destination, so my train can then randomly go around the world as it feels like. and I will decide where I'm going to start next time. Plane coming across. Oh, there. We didn't need that speed boost because the station was literally just there. Oh, looks like I'm going to get some more Russia building blocks. It wants salmon. I don't have any salmon. I need to go to Alaska to get a load of salmon. Kamachka is next. It's 1,000 miles away, so it's going to take a little time to get to. Whilst it's doing that, because exploring Russia East is going to take rather a large amount of time and effort, which something I'm going to have to do at some point anyway. I know, I am aware of this. Let's see if I can find some cheap-ish stations to buy. I'll buy the ones that cost 5,000 now. Well, a few of them. I'm not necessarily going to be able to buy them all because I don't have that much money right now. That helps with the checklist. But yes, I'm going to let my train randomly go somewhere in its time when I'm not playing. I'll see where it randomly ends up. So, for example, if it ends up in this part of the world, next time round I'll go back to Alaska or Canada, Mexico. I could, in theory, take a boat over to... I'm not sure what's that area? Oh, South America Upper. Well, I could go back to Africa West and build out some of these tracks and stations that need creating or lines that need repairing. Also, that would actually require me to have some money, something I don't currently have a lot of. That helps a little. That one. My people. Lance, my accountant, is just under a third of the way there to his level 7. Sophia has just started level 7, so she can take forever to get to level 8. And Hank is 2/3 of the way to his level 5. I have got a clear snow option on. Cost me a little more money having the clear snow option on my train. I'm actually thinking Africa West sounds the most appealing out of the places I've currently got available to me, and seeing what it's going to take to create new stations. Build stations which are planned out but don't seem to actually currently exist yet. Because that's something I haven't done up to this point. Like I said, it's going to take me a load of money to complete Russia East and time and effort. The buying of stations is going to cost me a load of money, which I don't have a mass of right now. To complete the resource demands of at least one station in Russia East is going to take a little bit of planning and effort on my part too. So, as we come into Kamchatka. I was always taught to pronounce it Kamachka, but I could be wrong on that one. Alrighty, there you go. Have 27 coal. I'll take your Parkers off your hand because you're selling them cheap. And I'm not even going to attempt the name of the next town that's up the track. Off we go. And that's where I'm going to end the episode. Another part of Russia East completed. Another bit of Russia East done. Discovered. Explored. Whatever the correct word is. And probably next time is going to be back into Africa West. And hopefully some potential station building once I figure out what I need to do that and make sure I've actually got it available. Okay, as always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the track for more of Tiny Rails in the near future. Cheerio!